You know what I like, Phil?
What's that?
That we both wore shirts.
It looks like we're going to go golfing after this.
We should.
I will.
Yep.
I will.
It's so dark.
It's perfect.
Do they night golf?
Oh, yeah.
Can you night golf?
Sure.
Really?
Sure.
I would like to try that.
Yeah. Glow in the dark balls.
That was my grandpa's nickname. Nickname.
Welcome to Whiskey Bits,
With Matt and Phil.
where we talk all things whiskey.
And all things comedy. What do we got today, Phil?
We're going to do the
Speaking
old
of grandpas.
We're going to do the old granddad.
The old granddad.
Yeah, I don't think we even walked into that one on purpose.
We didn't do that on purpose.
Good.
That was actually really good.
Yeah, this is the old granddad bonded. So this is a bottled in bond high-rye mash bill. This one comes from the Jim Beam distillery.
High-rye.
Yep, it's a high-rye. So I'll be interested to hear what you think of this bonded high-rye mash bill.
I'm interested to hear what I think of it as well, Phil.
It is a high-rye mash bill.
Is it a high-rye?
It's high-rye.
Is it bonded?
It's bonded?
I would like to know,
Yes.
how high is the rye? What does that mean, high-rye?
Well, as you know, in order for this
I don't know, Phil.
to be called a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, as it is on the label,
Oh.
we've got at least 51% corn.
So, okay. So my guess is similar to a wheated bourbon. This is a rye bourbon.
This is a rye
A
bourbon.
ryed.
Yeah.
But
And
you don't say ryed.
You don't say rye.
Right.
It's just a rye bourbon.
High rye.
A high rye mash bill.
Okay.
Build.
Wait, what is it for real? Now I'm like second guessing.
Bill.
Bill?
Bill. Bill.
Oh, I was saying build before.
You were.
Oh, but then I listened to an episode and I was like, oh yeah, it's build, not Bill. But it's Bill?
It's Bill.
Oh gosh.
It's Bill.
My grandpa's name was Bill. Actually,
Your
true,
old granddad.
True, yeah.
Bill.
Yeah, and his dad
Interesting.
and my middle name.
Yeah. Your middle name's William. I had no idea.
No, just Bill. Matt Bill.
Matt Bill.
There we go again.
Not Matthew, just Matt Bill.
Matt Bill.
Matt Bill the mash bill.
Matt Bill, get in here, boy.
I do get a lot of corn though. Even though it's a high rye, I do smell the corn. Very sweet.
Very sweet. Yeah, and maybe that's what it is because I'm smelling sweet.
Yeah. Very sweet.
So sweet.
So this one's aged for at least 4 years. Bottled in bond.
Okay, so that is one of the things. Now, I'm not really getting a lot of other distinct aromas.
No? Aromas. It's kind of like the typical bourbons that we have tried in the past, where it's got a little bit of caramel, you smell a little bit of vanilla.
So typical.
So typical. Which again, as we talk about common whiskeys and things like that,
It's not bad.
We want, yeah, absolutely, it's not bad. What we're trying to do here is really to find readily available whiskey under $50. Mm-hmm. Let us give it a try.
Right.
We'll let you know what we think.
Yeah.
If you have any idea how much whiskey has gone from this bottle, I think you'll know what we're going to say.
Almost all of it.
Almost all of it.
And we would have used mine. However, it even has less in it.
It doesn't have enough
It's not even
for
enough
the full pour.
for 2 pours.
And this one's a little bigger. This is a full 1 liter.
Oh, well, someone's bigger. Oh, big deal.
Bought this one in Wisconsin. I saw.
So
this
wait, your
one.
old granddad's bigger than my old granddad is what you're saying?
I am.
Okay.
I am saying that. Found this one in Wisconsin a couple years ago. It was right after I tried another bottled in bond.
Okay.
E.H. Taylor, and I thought,
Oh, yeah.
well, if it's that good, and it's only $25,
Right.
or $20 depending on where you
Wisconsin,
find it.
I'd imagine it was cheaper.
It was $20 and a full liter as opposed to $750.
Oh.
It was the same price.
Your granddad is bigger than
It is
my
a little
granddad.
bigger. Yeah. Yep. Then you can't go wrong because it's readily available. This thing's always on the shelf. Always on the shelf.
And I see it.
Yeah. See it a lot.
Let's do this.
Let's taste it.
Are we doing it?
We're going to taste it.
All right. To old granddads.
To old granddads.
I loved my granddad.
Yeah.
I didn't call him granddad, though.
No?
I did call him old, though.
Old man. That's good.
It's got some burn. Or is that because we did a palate cleanser?
Oh, I think that's because we just hit this one hard.
We just nailed it.
We sure did.
We're like, bam!
Yeah. Yeah, did you swish it around at all?
A little bit.
A little bit?
It just kind of like, I think, surprised me when I had it.
Mm-hmm. I like the color on this. Good good deep color.
It
picks up.
It just feels like classic. Mm-hmm. Like what a classic bourbon whiskey would be back in the day. Like when it was like, okay, now we're doing this right. Like we talked about bonded. Like, okay, now we're making sure like this is what it's supposed to be.
Right.
This is like, what do they call it? Like not par for the course because that sounds too like
golfy,
right? No, it doesn't sound like good enough for it. Like this is like a standard.
Yeah,
standard. Sets the standard.
Yeah, sets the standard.
Can't go wrong. Sets
this one. Yeah, it sets the standard.
It's setting a standard.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it gets the Whiskey Bits stamp of sets the standard.
We've changed it. It's a different thing every week. The Whiskey Bits stamp of like. Hit the stamp of like button.
Yeah.
Stamp of approval.
I don't say that it's I wouldn't call this one like one of the greatest whiskeys of all time or anything. And I'm not even really sure that we would or anyone would be qualified to say that. Because whiskey has a unique flavor to everybody differently.
Does that need to be on my orange button?
No.
Okay. Technical. I just get nervous.
We have the both record and play here. We're both unmuted.
You're unmuted.
We got signal on both.
Both signals.
So
you record and play on the one button.
Record and play, and as long as those are on record play, then we're good to go.
Oh, why is yours orange? What does that say?
This is for the
Select.
EQ. Yeah, it's to change.
I thought
the
it said REC. Continue, Phil. So you were in Wisconsin.
No, I was no longer in Wisconsin. I was saying that I wouldn't call this the best bourbon of all time because I don't think that anybody's qualified as saying this is the best bourbon or whiskey of all time, because it's such a unique experience for each different person. You and I have a different palate, so we're gonna think differently about whiskey, and that's okay.
I'm getting the corn husk again on the back end, the way back end, and it's a little more subtle than the other ones that I've said. I've noticed that kind of huskiness, but yeah, I mean, I don't think it's trying to be the best bourbon. It's not very, like they're not trying to like, oh, we're the greatest, right? I mean, it's subtle and it's even in its design, like the label. Like it's not flashy.
Yeah.
But it's classic.
Agreed.
And it's one you could grab and just enjoy, and it's going to be consistent. You know what you're going to get. Like we could have put this in an old fashioned.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, and it wouldn't be like, oh, you put that in all.
Right. It's $23.
Right.
You know, it's who cares?
Yeah. It's like the cost of one pair of underwear.
Wow.
I only buy really nice underwear.
I would say,
so, yeah.
Man.
I mean, it's, it's protecting some very important assets. Can you get it?
No, if you could explain it, joke teller.
Because of the butt.
Oh. Oh.
Right?
I thought you meant because of the bits.
Oh, I didn't say ass bits. Oh. Well, now I did. Great. Now we gotta be. It's a flagrant foul. Isn't that what that's called?
In basketball?
Yeah. If you swear, you can swear in basketball, right? Where are we going?
I don't know if they have.
So you're in Wisconsin?
No, I'm no longer in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
But that's where I did find this.
Okay.
This one's a solid. This one's always on my on my shelf.
Right.
This one's always on the shelf.
Always there.
For just the reason you said. You could put this in old fashioned. No one's gonna yell at you. Hey, you want to try it neat? No one's going to yell at you.
Right. Yes. I love that.
Yeah. It's a really, really good, versatile, the awesome word.
Big words for
Love
me.
it. Love that word. It's a versatile whiskey that I think add it to your collection. If you were wondering, is this worth $23 out there in podcast land?
Yeah, in the land.
Go ahead and grab it. You won't be terribly disappointed, I don't think.
No, not at all.
And if you are,
then
put some Coke in it.
Then fine, just be disappointed. I don't care.
Yeah,
whatever. I mean, I love you, but no, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean it's fine if you don't like it.
Right.
But I do.
I do like it.
I think it's good.
I feel like we've bonded over this.
Yeah. Yes, I get it.
Get it
because it's
bottled in bond.
Right. Yeah, I do get it. There are some other expressions that come from this Jim Bim.
Come from Jim Bim and Matt Bill.
Jim Bim, Matt Bill.
Jim Bim, Matt Bill, get the mash bill. So it's Bill. Okay.
It's Matt Bill. No, it's Mash
Grandpa.
Bill.
I'm just gonna remember that. My grandpa's name is Bill.
Yeah.
Mash Grandpa. Mash Bill.
Mash Bill.
Boom.
Yep. It's
Although
like
my grandpa, right? But my grandpa also built
what?
Built stuff. I don't know.
It was a builder.
Actually, he and his dad built their whole house.
So your grandfather and great grandfather,
both named Bill. Bill built. Oh gosh, they should have a business. They should have had a business called Bill and Bill Build.
That would have been their podcast.
That would have been it. Bill and Bill Build. Man, missed opportunities.
Bill and Bill build mash bills.
Mash bills. Oh my gosh. This reminds me of a joke topic that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
It does. I'm glad it reminded you of this because.
Okay, we've had this. This is a little behind the scenes. We had this argument. Not really an argument.
I mean, now you've called it. Stick with it.
Is it an argument? It's an argument. We're pissed. I'm pissed.
No, we just have to be pissed to
agree to disagree.
No, I think we're just agreeing we're agreeing that I'm correct.
Oh gosh, here we go. Here we go.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
But I think I'm right.
I think that everybody that I meet, I put them in the friend category. I'm not gonna say friend zone because that sounds like a dating term.
Yeah.
I'm saying friend category. Like I know somebody for, a couple days even, or they're my friend. And that's how I talk about them. And this seems to be a big issue with you and Madison.
It's not a big issue.
Here's the thing. I had a friend.
Or Madison. It's a big issue for you.
I have a friend.
You do have
who is traveling the world.
You have an acquaintance. Carry on.
Needed a place to stay. Brought it up. Thought it was a great idea. Apparently, not so much. Here's the thing. I'm friends with
You don't even know his last name.
I do, I think.
Right.
I almost spilled it because of my laughter. Mm-hmm. I'm friends with everybody, and it's a good thing because, again, I can get along with anybody rather. I meet somebody and I'm actually really bad with names. It's actually kind of funny. I'm horrible with names.
Yeah.
But I just have this thing where I don't. Maybe I've heard people say I default trust. I'll just trust somebody and until they give me a reason not to trust them. And so it's I can understand that. I'm maybe a little more conservative with that, but
liberal.
No, I mean conservative. That's what's weird.
You're liberal with the trust?
No, I'm more conservative with trust, but I'm more liberal with the friend. I'm not going to just be oh yeah, I'm going to trust everybody. But to me, trust and friendship, it does go hand in hand, but being someone's friend doesn't necessarily mean that I 100% trust them with everything, right?
Sure.
So, but again, let's just play this scenario out.
Okay.
I think that, it's a nice thing if somebody's traveling around town or coming in town and they need a place to stay. My bed's always open. Hold on, I want to go back. Not my bed. A bed in my house. That was totally a bit. I totally just said a number. But no, like...
That was bad.
No. My house is open, though. Like, that's, to me, I'm like, yeah, okay.
I understand. I understand this. Wanting to have an open door. I think you're very generous.
So generous
with this type of thing.
Can I borrow $5?
I think the main issue is that this person is not a friend. They're not a friend, but they're not at the level of friend, because you have friends that you would allow to stay at your house anytime,
absolutely,
unannounced.
Yes,
it was like the door is always open, my friend.
Yeah, you're getting there.
And this person just thank you. And this person does not fall into that. One, has never met your family, has only ever met you.
Yeah, but they met me and we had great conversations. We've hung out.
I've had great conversations on the train on my way to the city. I'm not inviting them to come over.
Did you hang out with those people? Like,
I have hung out with work people in a similar way that I would consider more than acquaintances.
That's the thing.
Would be friends.
And that's the thing.
But I would not allow somebody that I work with to come stay at my house.
But what if you like...
if they've never met my family?
But here's the thing. Here's the caveat. I know some people that I've known for years that I probably wouldn't feel so comfortable staying.
And why is that? Because you know them very well.
Yeah, but my point is it has nothing to do necessarily with the deep friendship.
It absolutely has to do
having
with a deep
friendship.
Your discernment on whether or not they can stay in your house has everything to do with whether or not you know them well enough to stay in your house.
I feel good about it.
Yeah, well, sure. Sure you feel good about it.
I mean,
and by the way, I would let you stay at my house.
You would?
Yeah, you've been there a lot with my family. Right. I've seen you guys interact.
Is it because
you?
But here's the thing. If
I'll even supply the plastic bags in the bathroom for
the baby wipes.
100% I would.
Yeah,
you can use dude wipes because you can't flush those at my house. I'll get you a package of dude wipes while you're.
I wouldn't flush the dude wipes.
Anyways. I would kick one of my kids out of their room and let you sleep in their bed.
Or just kick them out in general.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting close, but not yet.
But okay, so I have 3 kids. You have 100 kids.
Stop! I have 3 kids.
I'm counting the chickens.
The chickens are only there to protect us.
Okay, and the peacock. That's the neighbor's peacock.
That's the neighbor's peacock, not ours.
Charles?
Curtis.
Anyways, I digress. Is that how you use that word? Because I have kids. Now, if I didn't, would you still feel the same way? Would you be like, hey...
It's an interesting question.
Right?
Completely devoid in this because you have kids. That I think is the number one reason that you are discerning.
I want to play this game,
whether or not
this fantasy game, so that I could at least have a win.
Oh, okay.
If I lived on the street,
yeah,
and I had an extra sleeping bag,
you can do whatever you want with that sleeping bag.
So he'd be like, "Hey, dude, I got an extra tent.
Yes,
I built a nice, like real nice cardboard. Like I got like IKEA cardboard."
Yeah.
No, even better. I got Pottery Barn cardboard, and I made a house out of it. He can stay in that house.
I think that exists now, and 100% could.
Okay. So
I think it's just hard because your family has never met this person.
Okay.
You have only met them at work functions
multiple times.
Okay. Multiple times.
I've had deep conversations.
Fantastic. But they're just not going to be welcome in your house.
I've seen their soul.
The real rub here.
Oh, don't say rub.
Is that I know I cringe coming out. That's what she said. The real problem here is that your wife has a very strong stance on this about this person not coming to stay. She's never met this person.
Right. It could be the nicest person in the world.
I think that you think that everybody is your friend.
That's the thing. So here's the thing. Let's talk about that. Let's just switch gears for a little bit because I'll die on the hill of no, I won't die on the hill. I don't want. Is that how you say it?
You do not want to die on this hill.
You don't want to die on a hill at any point.
You don't want to, but there are hills that you're willing to die on.
Okay.
For me, it's curling is a fantastic sport.
Gosh, no.
I'm dying on that
Curling
hill.
sucks.
You probably should pick a different hill to die on.
Pick a different hill. Okay. Yeah. So I won't die on the hill of the friend.
Acquaintance.
Good friend. Staying.
Solid acquaintance.
I just think it's funny that
name you don't know.
No, I know the name.
Last name you don't know.
I'm pretty sure I know it.
Don't say the last.
But
no names, please.
No names. But the last thing on that is one of the things was the one toilet.
It is very important to know.
But I'm like, why are we worried about the one toilet? I mean, we have family that stays, and there's multiple people, and we have one toilet. We survive.
I'm sorry. Did you say family, like blood relatives?
Not my blood. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know what that was. That was like partially like.
But a blood relative to a majority of the people that live in this house. You being the only one that isn't a blood relative of the people that you're talking about.
I'm just saying.
But you let them stay in your house.
All I gotta say, what would Jesus do?
Well, that's a really good question.
Would he probably not be on a whiskey podcast first of all? Maybe.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think Jesus is fun.
He is fun. He'd be like,
I think he's fun.
Come stay.
Yeah, I think he's fun. I don't think he would say, "Hey, mere acquaintance, come stay with me and my family," because he wouldn't have. I don't think you have a way of doing this.
It's one of
this
those
person
scenarios.
is also not up against hard times. They're traveling the country doing something that they really like to do.
It'd be a hard time if you can't find a place to stay.
There are a number of places to stay.
Like the gutter.
Can I ask you, did this person ask you?
No.
Okay. You offered for this person to stay.
I didn't even offer it to them. No, I brought it up.
You suggested, hey, I think this person who's coming into town, I think we should offer our home to them.
I saw a need, man, and I jumped to meet it. That's what I do.
It isn't even a need. A need would be this person called you and said, "Hey, Matt, I'm coming into town. Would you mind if I crash on your couch? I'm really looking for a place to stay."
Sure, man, yeah.
And you probably would have been like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you would have come home and you would have been like, "Hey, Madison, this person's staying at our house." Yeah. And she would have been like, "You're calling him right now." And you're saying, no.
No. Like, look, I was all for it. My wife, she just was like, she doesn't like people. She doesn't even go outside.
Yeah.
She actually has like a fence around the guest bed. I don't even know why we have a guest bed.
As soon as she hears this, this will not be an issue anymore. Because you and this person will be able to find your own apartment, your own house somewhere else, because you're going to be gone. You're going to be out.
I will be using the guest bed.
Goodbye.
Therefore, we don't have room for
where was this person going to sleep?
The guest bed.
Yeah, in the basement.
Well, at first, originally, I was going to offer my bed, and then we would sleep down in the basement.
Unbelievable.
But then I was met with, maybe that's not such a good idea, because you don't know what kind of hygiene this person has.
That is, like, for a hygiene freak, that is 100% the right thing to ask.
Well, then why do we have a washing machine?
You can't wash the mattress. You can't wash the mattress.
That's also scary. I'm kind of thinking about maybe wanting to get a new mattress now after you said that.
I think what's great about you, and again, like I mean, you talk about this in your stand-up routine.
Do I?
You do. You talk about this in your stand-up routine. I have got to break the ice. I've got to break the awkward. Yeah. I have got to be friends with everybody. I am way too social for my own good.
Yeah.
That all relates to this mere acquaintance is going to stay at our house while they're traveling through Chicago.
If they're
not even traveling through the area, going to take a route away from the area that they're in.
I'll go pick them up.
Stay at.
Well, I'll go pick the kids up from school, and I'll take the kids with me to go downtown Chicago, pick them up, drive them back.
Does this really sound like a good idea in your head? Or are you doing, is this a bit?
It's a bit.
Okay, great.
But not the rest of it. I still think I should open my house to people.
I think opening your house to people is great. I think
when do they
you have a responsibility and a duty to your family to protect them at all costs.
I'll still beat people up if they mess stuff, but I would.
Part of that is not inviting mere acquaintances into your house whom they've never met.
He's gonna be a killer.
I don't even think that's it. I think it's just we're not a transient home that's just taking people in off the street.
Yeah. I'm not
transient
place. Anything. I believe male and female, and I don't think transient. So
we didn't have to do this.
Oh,
we don't have.
That's not what that means?
No.
Transient?
No.
Okay.
So glad.
So, final thought. I'm keeping it. Final thought. No, I don't know. We'll see. So, friend, like, how do you discern then the level of friendship that it needs to be before you can open your home to somebody?
I mean, I think I have to have a relationship with your family.
Oh, but the family. What if you're a single person?
Then you're allowed to do whatever you want.
So there's levels based on proximity of people.
Yes,
or
100%.
Levels based on levels of family.
Yeah.
So the level of family as that grows from single to married to then having kids.
The less likely.
Don't even get me started if you have a dog or like you adopt an old person and bring them in the house.
The less likely that you're going to have a sleepover.
So it's true. I think it's just feel bad for people, man. I just want to help.
If he needed help, I think that there's a place for that.
It's called.
But you offered this because you thought it would be fun.
Yeah.
You wanted to have a sleepover with your buddies. Let's just call it what it is.
It's true.
You wanted to have a sleepover with somebody that you had fun with once.
It's true. I think it'd be cool. Stay up all night playing video games.
Okay.
Get like a Jack's Pizza and drink some Fresca.
Here it is. Here it is. I think we have gotten to a point where we can agree that your disagreement was not agreeable to the truth.
I wholeheartedly agree and disagree at the same time because I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
But this
we can agree on.
This we can agree on.
This is really good.
This is good.
It's really a solid choice.
Oh, and my old granddad.
It's more of a liquid choice.
That's true.
We did that at the same time.
No, we didn't do it at the same time. Invite someone to our house to stay.
We didn't do that. But after this, do you mind if I crash in your basement?
Absolutely not. No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Good choice.
Next time on Whiskey Bits. I do want to go golfing with you, Phil.
Oh, I know you do.
Oh, yeah.
Of course you do.
I don't want to pay for it. I want you. I fully
expected.
I mean, I'll buy myself a hot dog, but I don't expect you to pay for a hot dog. I mean, come on, that's going too far.
You won't buy me the hot dog.
No, absolutely. I don't have the money for that. I'm made of money, Phil. Come on.
I was so excited about transfusions and. Do you remember transfusions? Oh, is that what you do? It's a drink. You don't actually do transfusions.
Oh, what the heck is a transfusion?
It's a drink that you can get on the golf courses.
I've never gotten one.
That's incorrect. 100%. You were the person that said to the beverage cart girl, what's really good? I was just gonna drink Coors Light, and
she said transfusion.
Get a transfusion.
And I was like, what's that?
It's like orange juice and cranberry juice and vodka.
I do remember this.
And you're like, man, this is really good. This is refreshing. It's really tasty. Hey, thanks for sticking around. That's it for this episode of Whiskey Bits. But if you enjoyed yourself, please like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform.